Hey everybody, this is Bill Zany Man, one of three of great hosts of Top 5 A through Z, and the creator of the show. Hey everybody, and I'd like to say a few things about Anchor. That's right, folks, Anchor is a great format to make podcasts. First of all, it's 100% free. You can't beat that. You never get charged a penny. When they say free, it really is free. There's great creation tools that let you record and edit your podcast right from your phone or PC. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on formats such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's really everything you need to make a podcast, and it's all in one place. You can't beat that. So, here is your mandatory call to action right here, folks. I need you to download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, get yourself started, and you could be cool like Zany Man.
Hello, welcome to Top 5, a Thru Z Episode 5, a Thru D recap. Top 5 Tom's number 5 choices were Avatar: The Big Lebowski, Casino and Dune. Comic book Pete's picks were American History X, Black Panther, Cabin in the Woods and Deuce Bigelow. Male Gigolo Bill's picks were An Officer and a Gentleman, B-Movie, Can't Hardly Wait and Dogma. Tom's number 4 picks were Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Blow, Coming to America, and Diggstown. Pete's number 4 picks were American Pie, The Blues Brothers, Crash, and Bram Stoker's Dracula. Zany Man Bill's picks were Amelie, Big Daddy, Cat's Eye, and Dirty Dancing.
Tom's number 3 picks were Anger Management, Back to the Future, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Divergent. Pete's number 3 picks were American Beauty, Batman and Batman Returns, Captain America and Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and Demolition Man. Bill's were Arthur, Babe, Clerks, and Dumb and Dumber. Tom's number 2 choices were Alien, Braveheart, Contagion, and Death Becomes Her. Pete's number 2s were Annabelle, Beetlejuice, The Crow, and The Dark Knight. Bill's were A Bronx Tale, Barfly, Click, and Desperado.
Top 5 Tom's number 1s are Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, Book of Eli, Crocodile Dundee, and Die Hard. Comic book Pete's number 1 movies so far were Avengers: Endgame, Bad Santa, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and In a Tie Deadpool, Deadpool 2, and Once Upon a Deadpool. Zany Man Bill's number 1 movies so far are American Beauty, Braveheart, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and Donnie Darko.
Our producer Jason Soto, from the Whatever with Jason Soto podcast, was the letter A and letter D guest. Jason's picks are number 5, Attack the Block, number 4, Axe M, number 3, An American Werewolf in London, number 2, Anchorman, number 1, Airplane. Jason's D choices are number 5, Dirty Dancing, number 4, Dirty Harry, number 3, Dirty Work, number 2, Donnie Darko, number 1, Die Hard and Die Hard with a Vengeance. In episode 2, our guest, Mary from Whatever with Jason Soto, picked for letter B, number 5, Beavis and Butthead Do America, number 4, Billy Madison, number 3, Boogie Nights, number 2, Blow Up, number 1, Barry Lyndon. In episode 3, our guest was the Vern from the podcast, Cinema Recall. His letter C picks were number 5, Climax, number 4, Colossal, number 3, The Commitments, number 2, Chinatown, number 1, Clue. And now let's hear Comic Book Pete's honorable mentions for the letter D.
Since I mentioned that this is going to be different than the normal shows, if our producer doesn't mind, and Bill, I would like to make some honorable mentions for the letter D for our movies. You have the Charles Bronson classic that Bruce Willis remade. But Bruce Willis is different, I think, than Charles Bronson, but it is Death Wish. Then you also got Death Becomes Her with, again, Bruce Willis. You have, you got a lot of good movies with D. And talking about Bruce Willis again, you got Die Hard. You're probably going, how come Die Hard's not on your top 5? I love that movie, I really do. But I have so many movies that's like favorite movies, and you're probably going like, you could put Die Hard as number 5 instead of Deuce Bigalow, you know that, right? But there's like, I'm trying to think of all the movies I had in my head. Death Race was good with the Jason Statham. The original was awesome too. If you've ever seen the original from like I think it was 60s, 70s. Was it? I don't know. Somebody can answer that for me when the next show. There's like, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. There's a D word there. Take out Tales from the Crypt, you got your D title. Not Halle Berry, what am I saying? Jada Pinkett was that movie. Somebody's shaking their head going, Pete really doesn't know his movies. I know my movies, okay? What else? There's so many really good movies, like I said. There's Dumb and Dumber, which I really totally forgot about putting on the list. That right there I should make as number 3, but like I said, that right there is just, I had other choices for my number 3, so, and you're probably going, how come not number 2, not number 1? Again, other choices, bigger, better. Okay, so that was my honorable mentions. I'll talk to more of it in a bit for number 3.
This has been Top 5, a Thru Z Episode 5, Letters A Thru D recap. Stay tuned for the letter E.